Fire and Ice by Robert Frost. What are the two ways mentioned in the poem through which the world could end? Answer. The two ways mentioned in the poem are fire and ice. What does fire symbolize in the poem? Answer. Fire symbolizes desire, passion, and the destructive nature of human emotions like greed, lust, and hatred. What does ice symbolize in the poem? Answer. Ice symbolizes hatred, indifference, coldness, and the destructive power of rationality and indifference. According to the speaker, which of the two, fire or ice, would be more destructive? Answer. The speaker suggests that both fire and ice are equally capable of destroying the world, but he leans slightly towards favoring fire. What does the phrase, "from what I've tasted of desire," imply in the poem? Answer. The phrase implies that the speaker has experienced desire and understands its potential for destruction. What does the phrase, "I hold with those who favor fire," suggest about the speaker's perspective? Answer. The phrase suggests that the speaker aligns more with those who believe that desire, symbolized by fire, is the more likely cause of destruction. What does the poem reveal about human nature and its capacity for destruction? Answer. The poem reveals that human nature encompasses both passionate desire, fire, and cold indifference, ice, both of which have the potential to lead to destruction. What is the significance of the poem's structure and form? Answer. The poem's structure is simple and concise, consisting of 9 lines with a straightforward ABABCDCDC rhyme scheme. This simplicity enhances the impact of the contrasting elements of fire and ice. Long answer type. How does Robert Frost use the imagery of fire and ice to explore the destructive potential of human emotions and behaviors in the poem? Provide examples from the text to support your analysis. Answer. In Robert Frost's poem, Fire and Ice, he utilizes the imagery of fire and ice to symbolize the destructive potential of human emotions and behaviors. Fire represents desire, passion, and the burning intensity of unchecked emotions, while ice symbolizes hatred, indifference, and the coldness of rationality. Frost employs vivid imagery and concise language to convey these contrasting forces and their destructive consequences. One example from the text is found in the opening lines. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. Here, Frost introduces the two elements as potential agents of destruction, setting up the central theme of the poem. Frost continues to develop the imagery of fire as he writes, "From what I've tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire." This line suggests that the speaker aligns with those who believe that desire, symbolized by fire, is the more potent force of destruction. By associating desire with fire, Frost emphasizes its consuming and all-encompassing nature. On the other hand, Frost also explores the imagery of ice, stating, "But if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction ice is also great and would suffice." Here, Frost suggests that hatred, symbolized by ice, is equally capable of bringing about destruction. The coldness and indifference associated with ice highlight the chilling effects of human animosity and hostility. Overall, Frost's use of imagery in Fire and Ice effectively conveys the destructive potential of human emotions and behaviors, illustrating how desire and hatred can lead to the downfall of individuals and society. Discuss the significance of the poem's title, Fire and Ice, in relation to its exploration of human nature and the potential for destruction. How do the symbols of fire and ice represent different aspects of the human condition? Answer. The title, Fire and Ice, holds significant symbolic weight in relation to Robert Frost's exploration of human nature and the potential for destruction in the poem. The symbols of fire and ice represent contrasting aspects of the human condition and serve as metaphors for the destructive forces inherent in human emotions and behaviors. Firstly, fire symbolizes desire, passion, and the consuming intensity of unchecked emotions. It represents the burning drive for power, pleasure, or fulfillment, often at the expense of reason and restraint. Fire embodies the impulsive and chaotic nature of human desires, which can lead to destructive consequences when left uncontrolled. In the context of the poem, fire represents the fiery passions that drive individuals to act impulsively, sometimes with devastating results. On the other hand, ice symbolizes hatred, indifference, and the coldness of rationality. It represents the chilling effects of emotional detachment and apathy, where individuals become numb to the suffering of others or are driven by a sense of bitterness or resentment. Ice embodies the calculated and detached nature of human hostility, which can lead to destruction through deliberate acts of harm or neglect. In the poem, ice represents the coldness of human hearts and the destructive power of indifference and animosity. The juxtaposition of fire and ice in the title highlights the dual nature of human emotions and behaviors. Both fire and ice represent destructive forces, but they do so in different ways. Fire symbolizes the impulsive and passionate aspects of human nature, while ice symbolizes the calculated and indifferent aspects. Together, they encompass the full spectrum of destructive tendencies present within the human psyche. Moreover, the title suggests that no single force is solely responsible for destruction, rather, it can arise from the interplay of contrasting emotions and behaviors. By using fire and ice as symbols, Frost underscores the complexity of human nature and the precarious balance between passion and reason, desire and hatred. Overall, the title, Fire and Ice, encapsulates Frost's exploration of the multifaceted nature of human destructiveness and serves as a powerful metaphor for the human condition. What is the central idea of the poem? Answer. Fire and Ice, by Robert Frost is a concise yet thought-provoking poem that delves into the themes of human nature, desire, hatred, and the potential for destruction. At its core, the poem explores the idea that these two extreme emotions, fire representing desire and ice representing hatred, have the capacity to bring about the end of the world. The poem begins with a contemplation on the potential modes of apocalypse, with Frost pondering whether the world will end in fire or in ice. Fire symbolizes the intense passion, desire, and emotional fervor that can consume individuals and societies. It represents the burning flames of lust, greed, and unbridled ambition that can lead to self-destruction and chaos. On the other hand, ice symbolizes the cold, unfeeling nature of hatred, indifference, and resentment. It represents the icy grip of animosity, bitterness, and apathy that can freeze relationships, stifle compassion, and lead to societal decay. Through this dichotomy of fire and ice, Frost explores the destructive potential of human emotions and behaviors. He suggests that both desire and hatred, if left unchecked, have the power to bring about catastrophic consequences. Whether it is the fiery passions that lead to conflict and war or the icy resentments that foster division and isolation, the poem highlights the destructive tendencies inherent in human nature. Moreover, the brevity of the poem adds to its impact, as Frost skillfully conveys profound existential questions in just a few lines. By leaving the question of which force will ultimately lead to the world's demise unanswered, Frost invites readers to contemplate their own interpretations and reflections on the human condition. In essence, Fire and Ice serves as a timeless meditation on the complexities of human emotions, the fragility of civilization, and the potential consequences of our actions. It challenges readers to reflect on the role of desire and hatred in their lives and the world around them, urging introspection and contemplation on the choices we make and the impact they have on the world.